nilikonda amandikunda mbali ya wanu nilikuno ine nilikuno.
Yeah man, this is Andy, otherwise known as Wonjo. You're watching Crafthouse TV. Stay tuned.
Nilikuno ine nilikuno umveteta amandikunda mbali ya wanu nilikuno ine nilikuno.
Welcome to the 4th edition of Streethouse. The name is Sleam. And you already know when we come through, we actually have different guests on the show. And actually, this time around, we have somebody special, somebody different, a female, matter of fact, and plus a promoter. But starting off the show, here's something coming in from KLK. And this track right here is called Ndilole Ndipite.
Climax Entertainment.
DJ Slay.
You already know. Yeah. Unarinkadalila uja nambale nalanda nemtima uhuwawa kaonananga kukanda tendele kumasoa dikakuona orakura mumtima mumkawa umopa mwina sigulina unditawa sunani kumala wabanta hadafari ndi ukalamba kumananga nilangokala morina peso sirifandu amboye nilole nipite nikapangeza sekolo la tu nilole nipite nikapangeza hara tu nilole nipite mwina ningaza kabezina nilole nipite mwina peso nikupangazina sipima konda kukuona ukulila Magamagana gama kutandizila baby Komangari muri wa banyamabilila Kude bemba mbuya zindisogolela Mosapa Ori ndiwana mbeji mbegezo Kitayemba nyimbo ya oma Bemba kuri undilole ndipite Nikapangeza sokolo la tu Setagani kafika kumaputo ne Nikanigela nje kutandiza wanga ne Nikabwela kokulubila mamba Maso wanga ni maona iwe Maguru mbanga mambo baza iwe Mtima wanga unango tazila ndiwe Ntakubangira jili yonse Kaya zira pura manga Taya sita undilola nipite Nikamangeza sukulu la tu Nilola nipite Nikamangeza hana tu Nikamangeza hana Nilola nipite Unaringaza kapesina Kapesina Unena pesa nikumangazina Nikumangazina Pangatina, baby. Nene pesa ndigo pangatina. Lola nipite. Lola nipite.
Welcome to the 4th edition of Streethouse, and this right here is Who Is. And today actually in the show we have an amazing person. This person right here, she's actually an entrepreneur, and not just only an entrepreneur, she's also a music promoter. Just in case you've been seeing all these artists that have been living the country, doing some things actually out there in South Africa, is actually all courtesy of this amazing lady right here. If you don't know who I'm talking about, they're amazing. Chi Chi in the building. I don't know if that's the name. Zina ndi Chi Chi ro kapena actually. Let's break it down. Let's start with the name. What's the name? What's your name?
Zina langa ndine Chifundo Kaiba. Chi Chi is our brand name.
All right. So Miss Chi Chi, just in case you guys don't know, akala kubanga promote my shows siana. Magayon so makalamu waona all these artists actually going to South Africa, coming right back, and we are maone so kuti yayi kujoni kuja kunachitika zinthu zina zake, and it was really an amazing thing. Matter of fact, mashows ambiri omwe ndakhala kuwaona ineyo akujoni samakhala mashow aje kukhala kuti amaoneka ngati na Africa amaoneka kuti makhala anthu nthawi zonse, and we really actually appreciate that. If maganiza kuti nthawi zonse amayitanidwa ndi anthu a South Africa, tikuzindikira kuti pakati panopa kuyitanidwa ndi munthu wa ku Malawi ndipo munthu wake ndi wamayi. Inuyo tafotokozani kwenikweni kuti inuyo chomwe chinakulimbitsani mtima kukhala munthu wamayi chifukwa this industry is actually dominated by us bambo nthawi zonse yayi apromota akhala bambo olokumalawi kunoko. I don't think bali nzimayi amapangisa mashow kumalawi kunoko mwina khala koyamba kuti kuzuwa kuti ineyo ndikhala kuzoda mkazi uyu ndi promoter amapanga show ndizwanire anthu mwina alikhala ndisusa mwina apanga comment ka pa Facebook pamene pa YouTube channel pathu kuruza kuti ayitu palitu chemwala kuda koma kano ndikoyamba tandiuzeni inuyo kwenikweni chomwe chinakulimbitsani mtima ndi chani kuti ineyo ndizipanga chino mali imene chichi?
Ifeyo titakhala for Chi Chi is under me and my daughter Laura.
So she be saying you married?
I'm not.
Okay. All right.
And titakhala pansi, we saw opportunity in this market. Chifukwa akhala dakuyitanisa ma artist ndi anyamata azibambo ndithu. So titakhala pansi tinalingalira okay napeso tiyese komwe tione kuti imwe umenewo uyenda bwanji. Yetu
ndi unayesa zinthu zinatheka. Koma sono nthawi zambiri anthu akamayesa zinthu ngati zimene zizitu pamakhala zinthu zina zake zoti you have to look into like things that you're not really sure kuti zinthu ziyenda mwakuti. Sometimes it might be issues to do with kaya imalista amene whatever kaza ndalama pamakhala ma uncertainties ena inuyo kufika size yoti ndikulimba mtima ndi mwana wanu ndikuona kuti ichi chiti chikwanisa chomwe chinakulimbitsani mtima ndikupangisani imeyi kuti ineyo ndizipanga chimenechi chinali chani?
The funds were available. We know to run a business, you can have ideas. Komangati ndrama paribe, you can't achieve what you put at the table. So tinaesa kuti okay, tipange approach artist of Malawi. So titapanga approach anthu aja we asking and tinafusapo so anthu amene amapanga mashow mene koko kalelo which amapangabe. So atati fotokozera imaziwa munthu ukafuna kukwera mu industry, it's not everyone who will give you everything or ideas. They give us the bits, we do our research, then we come up with a concrete decision. Okay, we'll try this two artists, let's see how it will come up. Like
so from the start, like which artists did you choose? Remember you? These are the people that were going to work.
And only JJC and KK.
Why did you choose JJC?
Okay, tita sinanga we target different section ya market. Kuli anthu ena akulu ina ma middle class, ina ma ghetto youth, like Jay and ndi ma ghetto youth, and Kerry ndi munthu okuti akubwera so ndi moto kuchokera kuti koso kumalawi kuno. So ndianza tamene akhala ngati achona ku South Africa tata kuli JJ kuli soke amene mwina simukwanisa kutenga transport kama ndo Malawi. We'll try to bring such guys here down here.
Amazing. So actually bringing KK, the JJC in the country, and them performing, were you actually only targeting a Malawi woka kapena zimezi mapanga targeting di and South Africa only? Mugamabanga kuti when you actually doing the whole thing, are we trying to serve these artists to we want to do this show? Do you actually do a show for Malawians or kapena you doing this show for everybody?
Okay, by Pasham people we were just targeting Malawians. But chitamba kusinta kubwele some artists ena. We didn't target Malawians only, Zambians, Zimbabweans, even South Africans.
So far from actually bringing Malawians to South, how have you seen what has been really the progress like when it comes to actually Madista? Do you see really there's a level of growth when it comes to the shows themselves? You know what? Kwa ambata bwese jeje sinduje mina kunani anthu awawa koma pakali pano anthu anakondwera nazo kwambiri mpaka pano we grow.
No, our brand is huge and big. There's always competition at the ground. Koma brand yathu pakali panopa. It got a statement. We are doing great shows. Even my artist ochokera kumalawi kuno. For musumangoita na muntu. You do also like an artist that need to do research. Kutakuta chamuna pita zinaenda bwanje Cape Town. And then amata ubwera osalipidwa. So kuti ufike boda and how pange trust, there's good communication. And hameta takwaitana, they also give like a good word of mouth to other artists. I mean, approach.
Amazing. All right. So actually, so far, the Madisty despite because at the end of the day, how many shows do you do per year?
Normally we target 3 shows.
3 shows. So we're talking about, when did you start again doing shows?
2020.
2020. This is 2023. From 2020 to 2023, we can actually probably estimate maybe about 12 shows. My artist omwe achoka kumalawi kunoko omwe maitana ni artist ngati.
Kati Zeze Kingston, Onesmas, Palina Madingo, and Kides Charamanda, Guaradi, and Black Missionaries, and Janta.
The Bible cousins zake zozokumulisa ulwabida ushow kumene kuku and you feel like mamweni. Okay, what was the worst show that you ever did? Like you brought an artist and you're like, man, I shouldn't have done this.
Sure, imene that Mr. Mudina Namadingo. You know, Namadingo is not an easy guy. So we said to the VIP huku and then a general huku. So it was like a trick maziwa mafanzi. They gang up. Namadingo anangofika pa stage. Anapasura gate ya VIP ali sana ku VIP.
Yeah. So that was actually the worst situation.
That was the worst situation I ever did for my shows.
I thought it would maybe short enough for us.
I know. It soon got another banja. And you give like sections. This is a VIP section. This is a general. And then you would have for any stage.
So talking about the best show that you've had, your best experience since you started this.
Namadingo show, that was the best.
The same one. It was bad, it was good.
And they set up the stage. That was amazing.
All right. So from actually coming from Johnny Goyd and coming here to Malawi, and is this actually your first show? You're in Baba, because I'm pretty sure you came over here just because you're actually promoting JJC's show, isn't it?
That is correct.
All right. So from actually my shows only of South Africa, and they will know what's really the difference that you have seen so
far. It would be very hard because Kumalawi, that was my first show. So mina nakanga ndapangawira tatu, I would have known okay, vote on the upper or makoti, because it would be hard for me to judge. By the turn up we are JJ, it was great.
It was amazing. You really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So you actually put, because you know at the end of the day you put in like cash in these things, and at the end of the day you'd want to see a return. Did you actually see a return out of this show?
Yeah, we did.
All right. So since actually this is actually your first show, should we be expecting there's going to be more shows that you guys are going to be doing here in the country?
That is correct.
All right. We'll be right back.
Yeah, Blackjack. Inze. Yeah, Mavudo. Udinyosa. You're Malawi Fed. Alright. Hey,
everybody, you're watching Crafthouse. See? Please don't you touch that mouse, because you know you're gonna miss Crafthouse. This is Crafthouse TV. My name is Chegal on the Blackjack. You already know what it is, man. If you want to watch more of me and the rest of the people there, you know, me and the rest, watch it right here. Blackjack. To the world, Crafthouse. To the world too. One time only.
My gangsta maduro, Allah salim momo, mapao dala now, waola. What it do, my good people? It's your boy Afana Caesar, you're not Pepsi. I'm a Shasha, I'm a Kingpin. You're watching Crafthouse TV, game changer. What it do?
All right, so talking about these shows that you've been doing, kunoko kucheni mwakamudenga anthu kuchoka kuno kupita kucheni komanso mubweranso ndi anthu kunoko kuzapanga show for an artist wa Malawi kunkulu. Should we be expecting chifukwa anthu ambiri ngati pali anthu ena akuti amakhala kuti mwina ali kunja kali ku America ali kuchani amakhala kama zambiri kama internet mu machanja and we always say things like that. Why don't they actually do that there? You know what I mean? They're actually busy telling us kuti wonda wawa you want more kuti. Why don't we see that them doing it there in Ujen? In Ujen, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Komaliko. So now that you're actually taking artists from here in Malawi, should we be expecting kuti you are going to actually bring ati anthu so many artists takuchoni kubera no?
Yes, but it's also city pama plan atu like Achokachamawa. We are not only targeting like Malawians. We've been also talking with some South African artists and Zimbabwean artists. So kubwera kwa ine kunoko kuna kuti zabanginga kafukufuku. For muntu yusuma ngubwera ndi business without doing some research. So it was also part of my research to see kuti audience ya ku Malawi nditabweresa South African. Zimbabwean, how are they going to receive me? Yeah.
They so far like checking out with the because I'm pretty sure how long are you going to be here for?
I've got some few days.
You have some few days. You're going to be here for a couple of days, then you're going to go. So mugafugufugu wanu. Ndizi ndo zomo chifukwa ukakhala kuti munthu kubwere ndilekezo kuti kuyamba ngati ka business kena kake. Unyamuka ubira kumalo kuja kwapanga kafufure hayi kodi anthu amafuna tomato di ola anthu amafuna mafuta ophikira ka anthu amafuna chakuti zomwe anthu akufuna kuti zomwe muganiza kuti mungakagulisa kumalo kuja ndemapita kumalo kuja ndikapanga kafukufuku ja ndikuzindikira kuti hayi mwina anthu awawa atu zinthu zomwe ndikufuna ineyo zomwe ndikuganiza kuti ndingagulisa anthu asangagule inuyo mutafika pano mutabwera in this country now and you have actually done your research and say, you know what, I'm trying to bring this artist, I want to bring that artist, I want to bring that artist. Which artists were you actually thinking first and foremost of bringing, and did you actually see that right there is going to get you to whatever level or achievement that you want to achieve?
Yeah, ngati kuno kweli kwambiri ma artist amenda ona kumabwera ndi South Africa. Ndi Zambia. I've never seen, I don't know mwina inachitika hapo show ya Zimbabwean artist kuno. Family naona naye ngati supporting artist amena nali previous amena naimba ndi artist wina wake pompa banga launch. Koma sinaona ri mwaitana ngati Zimbabwe kuzaimba ko or Ugandan artist. So we need to penetrate on those sections also.
I feel like most of the reasons why is because maybe that's actually the music that most people here in Malawi are exposed to. They're exposed to South African music, we're exposed to Nigerian music, and we're exposed to probably American music, and we know. So, Rwanda, Uganda, I don't even know. Antwangadaku Uganda, actually my countries in Makarangari kuti nyimbo zao zimapanga veritero Malawi no kumocheba kwambiri. And matter of fact, the reason why I feel like most people don't get Madison and Nigerians is because actually it's an issue to do with Mwinangari Dalama. ndizinthu zotero, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we're talking about you bringing other artists from other countries. Did you feel kuti when it comes to the Malawian industry, we are really missing a Zimbabwean artists? Are we really missing a Ugandan artist according to your research?
Yeah, we do. Because ngati tabwelesa munthu wa ku Zimbabwe, people who follow, we're not in that Zimbabweans, Rwandans. It's not only Malawians who are living in Malawi, no. It's the same like me, I'm staying in South Africa. Kuma tuwelesa anthu aku Malawi kubwera ku South Africa. Whenever. So Zimbabwe didn't know Zimbabwean MBB. It's like uziesa sangopera kutale. We can bring a Zimbabwean artist. Kubwelesa ndi munthu wina so akuno. Yeah. So in so doing, we can also meet our audience.
So the issue is most of the times kamakanga no message is what it is. Pamakazi ngara ma network amene wakuda kana munthu akuti nkamfikira bwanji. Munthu akuti ndikapanga bwanji. Ndipo eneyo ababa ndiende bwanji kuti ndifike pakuti ndiende bwanji kuti ndifike pakuti. Ini ufika size yoti how have you actually managed to actually bridge my gaps ngara amene woti at the end of the day you're thinking of mwina kubwere some artist aku which country na how do you manage kwafikira anthu ngara amene wao?
Due to social media. Umapanga follow artist, umapanga post event. I'm coming like Japres was in South Africa when we were calling black missionaries. So my vendor manager, I go there, I meet my event organizers. That's how you connect in the end. Of course, he kungo kala kunyumba kumundu muzila Japres messenger. He will not answer me. He will even be surprised who's this lady. So ngati in Malawian, there are also people who did approach me in South Africa, looking for Onesimus, just because they saw an event that we did also for Onesimus.
Maziwa kankani ngati zode azimai akupanga run my businesses anthu amakhala ukambakani zambiri. And I mean wamwina ni my place. Yeah, I mean, in matter of fact, you have also said, Budi, you're not married.
Yes.
Yeah, but you have a child though, who's actually CEO to Gigi.
Yeah.
How old is your kid anyway?
She's 20 years old.
20 years old, and she's a CEO already.
That's right.
Yeah, and there and maziwa amakhala yeah izika kankani zazimaya amakhala yeah yima blessa ase plus ya mobile kuno ku Malawi mukuzabanga za JJC ali ayirumuna JJC rumagudu but the photo goes anywhere. At the end of the day yeah tuziwe kuti zikakhala kuti nkhani zimene zizingati za makobiri zimene kuti my investment onditu ndamene of course sura mango chula chintu so mapanga investment mapanga chakuti koma at the end of the day probably anthu amakhala watu asatinamisa amapanga zakuti ndiponso pali anthu so akujonena akakhala kuti akupanga comment pompa alizo ndi ayitu tukaziwa chichi amapanga zakuti amene asatinamisa.
Ife abresa utilibe. Ndimagwira ntchito one of the top pharmaceutical company in South Africa. I do Uber business, which is like a transport. And I got a properties here is that I get also in something. So ndrama ichatikalandira we invest.
Chifukwa kutenga munthu kuchoka Malawi kuno kupita naye ngati kuchora si chinthu chophweka yayi. Malawi kuno anthu akamapanga ngati mashow. I've actually done shows before and that was back in the day, and the most expensive thing chomwe chimakhala hapo ndi kumulipira artist. So kumulipira artist kumbweresa kuchoka kwakaya kunoko kupita naye mweko ndrama zake sizophweka yayi. Titha kumakamba kuti yayi ngarali malanzi ndi malanzi ibili oti asiri ndito tikamakamba madollars yayi ni thousands ngati ndrama ngati zimene zozo. And at the end of the day munthu ngati inuyo kuti kufika size yoti kumapanga zinthu ngati zimene zozo ndikumapezeka kuti chifukwa nthawi zina zake mapezeka kuti mwina wapanga ngati show ngati imeneyo and you make a loss. I'm pretty sure you've had those situations, haven't you?
We do.
Kuti kupezeka kuti apamanga loss nthawi ina ndopezeka kuti yayi mapanga profit koma chomwe chimakulimbisa ni mtima kumapitiriza benjani because when I was doing my shows I had like issues whereby at the end of the day chomwe chimandikwana kwambiri I would sit and say kuti maybe in 2-3 months ndipanga show or maybe in a month and I'll start the advertising and stuff like that kwamba makhala chinthu china chake chuti the pressure itself sikuli likamayandikira pamakhala pressure ena yake udabwisa ena yake chanchani and upezeka kuti wapita kumene uchokapanga show ichano ukapanga show icha and at the end of the day mwina ndikuganiza sikuti ineyo zinthu pangaso ino chomwe chimakulimbisa ni mtima because I know it's not cheap to get an artist from Malawi ndikumfikisa kumene kuchako make sure kuti they are comfortable anthu ena ine ndinamva kuti artist ena amatha kutengera kupita ku America ndikukakhala mwina momwe akagonesa ku city nazipamo ngati zimenezo koma ine mwayoka nawo mkatenga anthu acha kupita kumeneko I'm pretty sure kuti from what we're hearing and what I'm thinking that means you give them the artist experience that they need ulende kuti anthu pamene popo organiza kuti mama ali mchetumbatu how do you manage to do this result?
Okay, business it's not always a win. It's always a challenge. When you go on the market, there's a lot of competitors also. So tikamapanga zinthu we plan. Simati stores suda makala same fair or price mina kuchaja. We come up with okay tasanka artist wako the JJC, mwina kubwera ndi father, mwina kubwera ndi Gwarade. So you budget. Umatenga wina wache ndi wina wang'ono. Okay, atichaja ndama makuti. Are we going to manage? Okay, yes. This is what we can do. You start promotion koyambirira. And akamambwera artist pa stage you already pay them. If you inendi I can challenge you. My artist so sindabwe South Africa. Palibe mayanga page complain kuti sindamulipire. I make sure I pay them, they must give me good service. Kuti so my audience atazane asangarane. So it's like a three-way. I get an artist, I pay them, my audience, the end product carry soyoti and asangarane.
It's amazing. All right, so talking about Guti, you actually said something amazing, Guti, when it comes to actually getting as many as easy when it comes to doing shows. Pamakala losses, and how do you recuperate from such situations whereby Guti, Mwaigabos in drama, zinazage, and at the end of the day, you haven't actually. Or let's just say, Guti, what was the highest amount that you have actually put up for a show?
I can't disclose.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I can't disclose. But the people must just try maybe book one of the artists. I mean, that chula palist your own. For we pray with numbers. I'm pretty sure you said you started off the Antwena go down Mabanga Galis in these ministries. And from where Anayambo, Odinio Makaramayang Commander Magic leader or is easy Mabanga. Anani Dindani, Mutoro Malago Wodi, Naso Samavangas in these ministries. Alipo, but I cannot name them. Alipo. Danga is market. I cannot. It's like I'm promoting.
Yeah, you actually trying to sell somebody else.
They must try their own. Because in this one, pangambali yanga, you also pangambali.
So there's no way.
From the lot of artists, I mean, we are getting good feedback.
You're getting good feedback. All right. So you have talked about kuti kumatenga artist. I'm a country zena. Uganda, Zimbabwe. As Chi Chi now, are you actually looking at bringing the same service? Kuti, you can bring an artist Konogo, Uganda. What about an artist from here to Uganda? Are we looking at such avenues in the future?
That's correct. Fatili ndingati amene ndimona ngati amene communicate kwambiri when it comes to international artists Konogo. A lady like Wendy, which I did also communicate with her. Ndizoteka. Like Lulu Pompana napita ku Uganda. So tisamango zona ngela tisabayisi ikile ngati malire. So kuti ndamana yo kama pela nyimbo zati. We do also listen to Zambian music. Mazambians also they do listen our music. So we just need good communication. The promoters on the other end, then you communicate and then you do a show.
Actually talking to you right now. I'm even looking at most of the barriers that I cannot reach myself to get to the level that you have got today. Talking about getting all these artists kubita nao kunja or tenga artista kubita nao malo siana ndizi nazote koma mukweneka kuti inyo mufike. Ndi chinthu choti ineyo kwa ineyo ndikuona ngati kuti si chinthu chophweka ai. Ineyo ndikufuna nimvesese kwenikweni ndipo ndikufuna kuti amalawi nawo amvesese kwa anthu ena ambiri amafuna kuyesa zinthu ndikumaona kuti ineyo zinthu izi singakwanise pakuti chomwe chima they have all these limiting ideals in their mind that I have right now as I'm talking to you pakali pano amene ineyo mpaka ndikantenga wakuti ndirekeze sinu kumalako nditenge chapesa bwere kuno nditengo wakuti abwere kuno nditengo chifukwa the only thing that I've actually seen from you every time when people talk about starting a business, they talk about issues like or something like that. We cannot do this because of this. We cannot do that because let's talk about first and foremost what really made you like music like that, could it to the point whereby you felt good from all the businesses that you could try, because you have actually done you have salons and stuff like that. Why did you want to get into the music industry first and foremost and say, well, I know have you ever thought about like singing at some point?
Like oimba. We got a lot of young talented artists in Malawi, which they like exposure. So if I say like I got few that I did find listen to, the Bezana manager, we promote them, we put them somewhere, they'll appreciate. It's like a give and get. So we now actually pay back in the talent, someone got fans. So when you come together, you create something in someone. So I believe in doing things that we know but to uplift them, to expose their talent.
So that's the only thing that actually got you to say, this is the reason why I want to do music.
That's
from
right.
all the businesses that you actually thought about. You're like,
that's correct.
I only actually do music because of this situation. All right, we'll be back.
Ndikuona kuchedwa mba tawi sikugwirwa ba nifuna nzanyamule kanda manja mwanga. Hello Malawi, this is your boy Sir Patrick's. Remember, you are watching Crafthouse TV. Game changer. Boom.
Let's talk about the future. Where do you see yourself, like, in the next maybe 5 years or so?
We'll see ourselves big international. One of the women's-based promoters. Yeah, Marian, based in Cape Town. Yeah.
So you talked about having your daughter, who's actually 20 years old, as a CEO. So before I actually get into the reason why you actually put her as a CEO, I should also ask this thing. Muntu yu ndwazaka 20. Ndwachijebere. Eti ndiye pamakhala zinthu ngati zoti kuti iye kwenikweni mungomuyika pomwe dzina lokha kapena munthu yudi ndoti amugwira ntchito ya CEO yo kapena yayi chifukwa choti mwina kandi ndi mwana wanga ndiye ndingompatsa zinthuzi kwenikweni pamene papa tambasulani pamene pataforokoza.
Okay, Lavada, which is Rora. Sinangompasa. We immigrated to South Africa due to their father. So the father passed away 12 years ago. Like a single mother, I raised my kids, got 2 daughters. So selecting her just to empower her, that things are possible with ladies. Because most of the time, tima yanganira ana kazi, pansi. Tima munawa, tapase na munawa. Then dikapanda kuwapasa Alavada dikapasa ndani. Yeah. So
atomana kuti pamakhala zinthu zambirimbiri kuti mwina ngaya ku show chafuna ichitike mukuyitanisa ma artist anthu ayamba kukamba za mwana ameneyu kuti ayi mwana ameneyu koma iye amablessa kwa mwana ameneyu koma mwakuti koma mkazi ameneyu koma mwakuti inuyo mungakholo mumamva bwanji?
It's bad for me. Umaziwa kholo ndi kholo. Olo mwana wakataka chisiru kama mwana wakataka ni mwana wangu. Ni mwana wako. It's a blessing. So sunga manena jifore na kakamba za kuti recently we were celebrating her 20th birthday. She dressed, I said she's a youngster. I'm a 2000. So inuyo mukabange comment pama 2000. You are not I'm a 2000 type. Let them enjoy their life. We did have our life. We did enjoy. So why must we criticize them? And we must empower them. They must touch fire. If they want to take a route, you cannot control a child. When they reach a point that they are grown up, they make decisions. Because 20 now, she knows which is good and bad. So I get the criticisms. We evaluate them, but it's not like a good issue for him. I'm okay with how she's dressing. I don't care. It's none of my business.
All right, so now let's get back to the music. Now talk about more qualities. I'm artist. What's the criteria that you use? Good artist to you, ndiye mundu kufuna kuti abwere ku show. Artist to you ndiye mufuna abwere ku join.
Okay, when
chifukwa anthu ambiri ngati let's say mwina bambo ayi netakhala nawo pasi nkumacheza nawo pakali pano anozoti mwina afuna gide. Mwina afuna ka artist you know I go to really shows the Malawian culture. And when we have talked about izinto ngati zimene zozo mwanena kuti artist omwe mabwera ndachina mwamwenda sabwa china zeze. Mwera ni sabwa china JJC, mwera ni sabwa china na madingo. And if we look at some of these artists, they're not really as kuti ama yimba nyimbo zachikhalidwe. Criteria ani makhala mtundu wanji kwenikweni kunena kuti yayi inenda sankhalo amene ndi marabwire kushow.
Okay, before we select any artist, we look at the market. Market consists of different people and different needs and wants. So sinengamango bwere survive ina yake yokuti basi we just start
away from the market.
Yeah, so timayangana ndithi we go different segment. Ku South Africa kule anthu ena akula imene 52 oti machona. Balena ma youngsters ama 2000 de balena ama middle years like my 30s. So tingamabweresa muntu we do research. Silimangona kuti chifukwa takonda kumeocha wabeba. We consult our fans, we got a page. Okay, what is your next criteria? Like now, we need to promote release. Because for the past 3 years, Akarubanga promote as Kwambi. Then we did post also people they selected Senji, which we did not communicate with her yet. But we are looking on promoting also empowering Azmaya and that. See as Muna Okawara as Bambo Kamine Angabwele of South Africa. As you can look, Hyoko was also there. But it was not us who call Hyoko South Africa. So we need to empower them also. They can do the same as men also they are doing at the market now.
From actually 2020 to Africa 2023, I'm pretty sure artist omwe ndanesa ndanthu ambiri mbiri komanso anthu amakhani ma characters osiyana. Pamakhala anthu ena agomana kuti ya munthu uyuyu at least he treated us well. You know what I mean? Our business transaction was amazing. Our end, it was amazing. Their end was also amazing. Let's talk about actually an artist whereby Guti Adabwera and you're like so fascinated and very happy with your transaction and you say, good, I'm fan of you and I was one day.
Yeah, alipo angapo. Mene famu tukamwita nangati business, you expect also good service. Alipo angapo. Alipo so yena oti anabwerapo. Mwina kwatenga klabu kumwangati kuposa so ndrama mene wabukira. So it's business. So we need to cater them good in the artist atu. Sitting and I so photo wabwera kuno you ma black label eka kamena ka solite. No, they can have, but it's a matter of discipline. Muntu kutengane munkoko simwana bana munyamule nkoko yose.
Ino kuti bano banduganiza mene moyo kulira pakali bano bayi. Kuti ayi mwina kumwa mpaka nakuposa ndama imwe abukira. Chifukwa artist ngati kumalawi kuno let's say you actually book them maybe for $1 million kwacha. Let's say kuti amene yoro ndishasha kwambi million. Ena mwina ndi 5 fans 6 fans. Ndiye muganize muntu uja muntenge muvire naye ndirekeze kumulala yeka. Blues ka barbecues. Muntu ujayo ndikumwa mowa. Ubidirira 600,000 kwacha. Kaya 1 million. Yomu mabukira. Ngani mene ine yandi basajidira horo koza ina jitika kule. China jitikapo jituka di mene jijika pena Mungu yankula zitu.
Si Mungu yankula. Mangati artist akabwira, they don't stay in my house. Artist mu ampasa fee yake, you put them hotel, you put them flight tickets. Upon kuti wabwera samabwera siku lomwe la event amabwera a day before. So you need also to cater them kumana ndi anthu amene ali modelalo chanchani. You take them also out kuti amena clubbing alipo mati so that napangapo behave kuti weso what is happening here. Zachitikapo
ndengati zachitikapo ndine mufotokozera ndinali munthu amene timuzimu sikulani mumukana kuti amene zizamuita naso ndindani
amene anagwaika ku blacklist
munagwaika ku blacklist mungaitani simungatiuze kuti munthu amene nini
singamugana ufuna ina azayese singa
ena azayese
azangoyese azaziwa kuti amakamba kuchadula
All right, cool. So actually, now that we getting to the end of this situation and the things that we're supposed, what are the challenges? What in your now? Mu business imene yoti in your komeneo at the end of the day ngati munthu ina angafune kuyesa nawo kupanga zinthu ngati izizi ine ndifuna kuti munthu asazaponde apa.
Like if I were to Chi Chi, it's not only me and my daughter CEO. We got a team. We got a photographer teams. We got my supporting artists amene lu Cape Town amene amatipanga so moraro achina artist akachokera kumalawi kuno. So you must just have good communication. Because to run business you need trust and communication. If umaziwa umatoka mbele na zina then anthu akapanga zina kumbuyo. My challenges ndambiri. The market is not only dominated ndine kuli ma promoters ambiri. So if I tell myself kuti ma challenges ameta full ngati ma security reasons ena anakanika upanga show yako kumana kuti feel options we can't do things like that. The market is open. It's try and error. There's a lot of issues that the market is machitika timata utulusa poster ina musapite kwa kuti timata utenga ma service provider mwina utenga ma MC utenga mwina photographer wina apeza kuti wina wake samapanga social just because they come to my event now they change the poster kuti sangabwe cause inu ngati mapanga MC kapena photographer you go where surety is where money is or inato wita nanelero kuti okay DJ Stream tindi show kwakuti wina mawari ndi chikwati just because munali kwa uyu simungapange cash for you munali kwa ino muyangana ndram so my challenges alipo ndamene my service provider we are like fighting for anthu akabwera kwa ino pesa kuti ena akanatenga pa poster asinda which is unfair. Those are the people that they are looking for money. It's just a market.
So ngati John ndizeko loti anthu ambiri kumalawi kunoko anthu omwe sanafike kujo namakamba kuti ndizeko lopya kwambiri kumakhala kuti kuchitika zona takhala tikuona zinthu zosiyana ngati ma xenophobia amenewa chani kumaona kuti yayi azathu oti anapitako kumene kucha kumwena akuotchedwa akuangidwa ziwembu zosiyana inu kulimba mtima ndikumafika size yoti kupanga ma shows kumafika size yona kuti ichi chintha kupanga kudziko ngati kunoko kuziko lokhala loti line yake kuti sikwano. And at the end of the day, you still actually have that heart and say, I will do this. Explain, how did you arrive to that point whereby you say, well, I knew it's in Topanga. It doesn't matter where I am.
Prayer is a weapon. Because there's a verse in the Bible. It says, no weapon shall what?
Shall prosper. No weapon formed against me shall prosper.
That is my verse. Background pamakhala anthu osiyana anthu timataumemelana maudani because if you humble ndi anthu they will give you back that ulemu komano my issues ngati amene we nail down it's only God who can protect us.
For how long have you been in South?
Almost 15 years.
15 years. What was the worst situation about being in South Africa?
Your
worst ever moment you would say, when
I lost my husband, that was my worst.
Was your husband from here, Kabena?
Yeah, I was from Malawi. We followed him there.
Oh, you followed him there.
Yeah.
All right, amazing. This was actually great, having you on the show. I'm pretty sure like some other things that probably maybe you want to talk about. So now you're going to talk again tomorrow. You're going to be talking for the rest of your life. But at the end of the day, maybe there's something that you're actually thinking about me and say, yeah, you know, I would have been very happy.
Okay. Chimendofuna ndiyankule is more to people who are staying in South Africa. There's a lot that is happening there. So you must not look down for yourself. Wake up and look forward. It's not easy, especially like Wazimai. First, it's not only good. I'm a Malida and that's my book. Even to raise a child is not an easy. So my issues got a minute to my one. So they must depend and trust their kids. One day the kids are the ones who look after. If my mom did this, it's like you are empowering also the kids. Yeah.
All right, amazing. You talk. Anyway, since actually we're still at the end anyway. By the way, we were talking about La Vida. I mean, you was actually the CEO. Now let's talk about the little one, the other one. Now, what actually are the plans for this one?
No, that one she's an athlete. She's into she is a drama. She's also into music, but she's an athlete.
So what kind of gymnastics is she running?
No,
what is she doing?
She's doing netball, soccer, sprint. Her nickname is Boret.
What does that mean?
No, she's fast.
Oh, wow.
She's very fast. Yeah.
So from all the things that you have actually seen your kids doing right now, what would you have actually changed if you...
No, I can't change anything. It's not only about education, because in sports also there's money. So I give them all the support. Like the little one, she's into sports. So I give her all the support, yeah.
Okay. So if you had to go back to the years that you were younger, you know, when the time you left Malawi and you're going to actually South Africa, what kind of advice would you give to your younger self if you were seeing yourself as a younger person today?
No, if you see opportunity, grab it.
Amazing.
Yeah. It's not only education. We empower kids to do education. But if the child is talented, support them. Simwana lesa minanga kali lawyer, banker. And we see also a lot of players, premiership. They are not educated, but they got capability of doing sport. They are well paid. So, mwana kakalandi talent, makolo, let us support them.
Mr. Fundo, it was nice having you on the show.
All right.
I'm actually hoping that next time we come around, we could probably have a proper sit down. And a matter of fact, to me, I've actually just been hearing about you here and there and there and there. And now we're actually here together talking. So next time, I'm pretty sure I actually know a lot about you and we're going to actually have a pretty good conversation. So it was really great. And matter of fact, I wish all the best for you. Matter of fact, I wish I would have had flowers and say, you know what, this is really amazing. You know what I mean? Since you're actually the only female that I know is doing these things. So it's been really great. And I'm grateful.
Thank you very much, DJ Sir.
All right. So from us, that was a chat with the amazing Chi Chi. Don't forget, she's actually a promoter and plus an entrepreneur. She came in the country right here to actually promote the Omodzi album launched by JJC. And as a matter of fact, you already know when we're stepping out of this situation right here, we have an artist who is supposed to perform. But this time around, we're going to be having the main JJC. A little bit of music from JJC. All you guys to do is stick around.
Gangsta Maduro, Allah Salim Momo, Mapao Dara now, Ewaola. What it do, my good people? It's your boy Afana Caesar, you know, Pepsi, Yama Shasha, Yama Kingpin. You're watching Crafthouse TV, Game Changer. What it do?
Ndikulumbila cheke 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 twa, ndilumbila cheke 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 twa, baby. Hello people, it's your girl Hugo and you're watching Crafthouse TV, Game Changer.
Papa analipo ena kazipo papa ankandiuza sazandisia ankati ndinendeka amafila na wasa wankalongeza kuti sasa alongeza anasinta mawanga kundiswera ntima wanga anandipekera zingani kundiwonongera plani ndeno undiuza chani baby pereka manifesto Sulingati enawa Sozandetawa chikondi chikukoma baby Sulingati enawa Sozandetawa chikondi chikukoma baby Ndendende simene mukunena anandiuza paso ena No me no life No me no life Kana wale moyo anawana misa awo Nikulupira bwanje anasinta mawanga Kundiswera ntima wanga anandipekera zingani Kundiwonongera plani Ndeno undiuza chani baby Pereka manifesto Sulingati enawa Sozandetawa chikondi chikukoma baby Sulingati enawa Sozandetawa chikondi chikukoma baby chikondi chako chimapanga expire ndati undiuze iwe Suzanditaya ndili ndimanta ineyo sindizazipa ineyo na 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 Sulingati enawa Suzanditawa chikondi chikukoma baby chikondi chikukoma baby na 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 Sulingati enawa Suzanditawa chikondi chikukoma baby
Alright, that's about it from this episode of Streethouse. Catch me again. That is going to be next week, actually doing the same thing. Or probably won't be me, but it is what it is. So from me, your boy, you have yourself a good night in peace. The name is Sleam, and this was Crafthouse TV.